What's up, Warshippers? SeaRaptor here, bringing you a first look at Japanese premium Tier 5 cruiser, Yahagi. This is a ship that was spoiled on the dev blog a couple of weeks ago and has not been available for us to look at until just now. She's available on the public test server, 7.12, and the CCs have been given a chance to come in here and show her off, but we can't play her. We can't take her in game yet. We can only show you in-port stats and that sort of thing. So let's have a look. So she starts off where you'd expect to find a cruiser at this tier, about 25,500 HP. That's pretty average. Furutaka's kind of the outlier at this tier. She cracks in over 30 because, well, heavy cruiser. But for light cruisers, she's about about where you'd find Emile and Emerald and all the rest. Her main battery, as befitting a light cruiser, is made up of 152mm guns. Now, this is not a caliber we typically see out of the IJN. The closest analog we have is the 155mm guns you find on Mogami up at Tier 8. Yahagi brings us these in 3 double turrets. They have a 10-second reload. They have a really, really solid HE alpha there. You see it, 2600 there on the right. But the AP damage is not very good, only 2900. This actually gives Yahagi the worst AP DPM of any cruiser at her tier. Her HE DPM is somewhere towards the middle, a little on the low side, say below average, but not awful. What really sets her apart, where she really stands out, is her torpedo armament. Check this out. She has 2 quadruple tube launchers mounted along the center line, one here and one there. And look at the alpha damage on these torpedoes. 21,000. That's the kind of damage you don't normally see until you get up to Ibuki at Tier 9, or some of the Tier 8 destroyers like Kagero. They have a long reload, 120 seconds, but wow, what a wallop at Tier 5 if you can manage to land those. Also, over this forward launcher, you got this weird section of the deck. It looks like it's still under construction. I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe something historical to the ship I am not familiar with. Defense-wise, she clocks in pretty well compared to her peers. She's got a pair of these 76mm guns for long-range AA, not much there. Most of it comes in this middle ring with the Japanese 25mm triples. She packs about 114 AA DPS overall, and that's actually enough to put her out there as the best AA DPS of a Tier 5 cruiser. Now, that goes with a caveat. She doesn't not bring, of course, defensive fire, so what you're going to get out of it is mixed, but it's not a bad place to start. It's a good thing because she's going to need that to stay unspotted by carriers. Now, she starts off with the lowest detection of any Tier 5 cruiser, so that's actually a pretty nice thing. She beats out Emerald finally. But, of course, destroyers are still going to outspot her, and planes will still keep her lit, so the AA DPS can come in handy. Maneuverability-wise, 35 knots, turning circle, 690, 7.4 rudder shift. These are all pretty average for the tier. Nothing really of an outlier here. Overall, she seems to be, like, if you just look at the numbers on paper, she seems like she's really good at hunting enemy destroyers, but is really going to struggle against larger ships, heavy cruisers, capital units, that kind of thing. Especially if she can't drop detection. If they've got a destroyer out in front spotting her and she can't go dark, she's going to be in a world of pain. If we go back and check out, I didn't check out the armor, but check this out. This is her Citadel, right? So you can see forward Citadel fairly submerged, but once you get to the stacks and everything, it sticks up quite a bit, so she's going to be just as vulnerable as you're used to seeing light cruisers. The torpedo armament is, of course, fantastic, but Yahagi's going to bring something interesting at Tier 5. It'll be curious to see what else they bring us going forward. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'm going to have some videos up on the other ships currently on PTS here shortly, and we will see you guys next time.